Well, he's the first 8-0 quarterback in the history of the New Orleans Saints. He is Drew Brees, and boy, another tight game. But on both sides of the ball, you made some plays in the fourth quarter.
No, we did. We made the plays that we needed to in order to win the game. And, you know, we don't like making them this interesting. Really, we just don't like playing as poor as we played in the first half of these last 3 games. But, you know, if there's one thing I can say about this team, you know, we find every angle we can to win, you know, both defensively, offensively, and in the kicking game.
Carolina Panthers traditionally, ever since you've been here really and before, have given the Saints a hard time here in this building. What is it about this team? I mean, they've been struggling this year, but they're a good football team. But what is it about the matchups that give you problems?
Well, you know, first of all, they're not a 3-5 team. They're much better than that. You know, they kind of started off a little rough, and really it was some of the things we've been battling lately, which are the turnovers and that kind of thing. You know, I know they kind of just had to find themselves early on, and you know they had won 3 of their last 4 coming into today, in addition to a huge win at Arizona last week. So we knew the type of team we were going to play. We were going to get their best effort. Obviously, they'd had a lot of success playing us in the Superdome, so we had a lot to play for.
Offensively, you're used to throwing the ball downfield at will, but the 53-yarder to Devry in the third quarter, I mean, that was a big play in this game.
It was a huge play, just from a momentum standpoint, and just to spark the offense as well as the team, because then we scored, you know, shortly thereafter, and then we're, you know, started the comeback. So he made a huge play. Robert Meacham made a bunch of big plays, as did Colston. They really stepped up in Lance Moore's absence, and you know, I can't say enough about them.
You talk about those guys, but I guess that's what makes this offense exciting. I mean, every week it's somebody else.
It is. And that is what makes it exciting. Each week you never know who it's going to be, and all those guys know their opportunities will come, and you know, they stepped up to the challenge, that's for sure.
Last thing I have, Drew, the team is 8-0. We mentioned it at the top. How much does that mean to you and this football team?
Well, it means a lot, but I got to be honest. You know, we don't talk about anything other than the next opponent and the opportunity to just notch up one more win. And, you know, we're going to do that another 8 times in the regular season and however many times in the playoffs. And at the end, we'll you know, count them all up and see how many W's we have. But, you know, right now it's just about the next game, and that's at St. Louis. And just understanding you know, they only get tougher. The challenges only get greater. But we are only going to get better, and we're only going to get stronger.